Today, unless you've been living under a rock, you probably already know that the 89er Theater in Kingfisher has new owners. So today I have Jaren Buseman. Is it Buseman?
Buseman.
Buseman. And you may also know her from the Kingfisher Chamber of Commerce. So she's a kind of the celebrity over there. And then, of course, today we have her husband, Zach. He's over here in the corner. He's waving.
He's camera shy.
He's not the camera guy, but if we have to shout out, we can holler at him to get a question answered. But and then, you know, you also have your trademark pose. Every time I take your photo, yeah, there it is. Yeah, we have a whole collage. We're gonna put all those together someday and make a collage out of it. Yes. So, so I guess I have to ask. So you bought the theater. What were you thinking? I mean, what in the world? You know, most people like your age just start a lemonade stand. They don't like buy a movie theater. So how did that come about?
So last fall, one of the investors, former investors now, came to the Chamber of Commerce and said we were looking to sell, just wondering if the Chamber had any connections with someone that might be interested. And so I went home to my husband and I said, the movie theater could be for sale. Would you want to do that? And we both thought it sounded like something fun. He loves movies. I'm not a movie person, but I am a Kingfisher person. And so with that in mind, we kind of just thought it felt right for us to invest back into our community and keep the family-friendly atmosphere, the affordable concession prices, just keep it in Kingfisher, locally owned and operated, for hopefully many years to come.
Wow. And it's such an interesting story how that all came about.
Yes.
You know, I was, the original theater burned. Do you know when it happened? It was 20 years ago?
2003 or 4.
Something like that. I was storm chasing for Channel 5 out west of, well, way out west. And it was a tornadic day. And so every storm chaser in the television world was out there. And we got word that Kingfisher had lost power as we were coming back on Highway 33, and when we finally got to Kingfisher, the theater was on fire. So it was one of the best covered news stories because all the news agencies were already in town because they'd all been out storm chasing. And I'm hoping, we talked about this earlier, there's a famous photo in the lobby of a big lightning strike.
Yes.
And I think I have that on video. So we're going to try to dig that up and put it on the website or something like that. And then another connection I have was that I guess the group was struggling a little bit with concession sales because people were bringing in their own stuff. So John Johnson called me and said, hey, we have this idea. Can you come up with some kind of fun video to, you know, kind of curb the concession stand problem? And that had to have been 20 years.
Yes.
At least that's that old. And so everybody in that video has kids, and some of them have had kids. I mean, it's been that long since we produced that video, and it was so much fun. And then, you know, we kind of wanted to redo it, but really didn't know what to do with it. You know, I considered maybe a Western version of it, or maybe bring back all the original cast and do the same video again. And then you had some ideas.
Yes.
What were those?
I haven't really thought about it too much, but just some, again, fun, but kind of just sit down, put some pen and paper to some ideas, and honestly just shoot it and then let you have creative freedom on editing and everything, and just make it really fun.
This sounds scary.
And memorable. That'll really keep your attention. So.
You never give the video editor freedom of, you know, edit, but yeah. You never know what you're going to get up with. So, so are there any perks that come along with owning a movie theater? Do you get to go to like premieres and things like this, or you haven't
We're
been in it
hoping
long
to
enough?
start maybe bringing in some smaller run productions and maybe start some premieres at the theater, the theater itself. But the biggest perk that I haven't taken advantage of is the unlimited Dr. Pepper. I have strict instructions to not drink it all, though. So
you save it for the customers.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that is funny. So you take whatever popcorn's left, you get to take that home?
Yep, I have done that.
Okay, very good. So how long have you actually owned it now?
We signed the papers on May 8th.
And the neat thing about the situation you got is now the theater's all digital. You're not having to deal with the projectors anymore and all that kind of stuff, or the the big film projectors.
Correct.
And so I'm just curious, as a techie, do the movies just download to you, or do you have to? They send them to you on a card or some sort?
So my understanding of the process is we get essentially a hard drive on Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh.
We have to download that to our projector. And for 2 of the 3 projectors, however long the movie runtime is, that's how long it takes to download the movie.
Oh my.
The other one is faster. It's a newer projector, and so it's faster. And then at midnight on Wednesday or so, they give us keys, which are downloaded onto a flash drive and then downloaded into the computer that runs the projector.
Oh my.
And that unlocks, it unencrypts the movie so that way you can watch it.
So you can't sneak preview it yourself before you get the key?
No, we cannot. But once we get the key, we do have an employee screen the movie to make sure everything downloaded correctly and that all of the keys are working properly.
Well, I want that job. Well, we can just sit and watch the movie and make sure there's no glitches in it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'll sign up.
Okay.
Very cool. And then now, I mean, they did a wonderful job building that
Yes, they
building.
did.
I mean, it's simple, it's clean, it's always been, sparkly. Is there any work you have to do to it, or is it pretty much turn the key, you're up and running, or well, you
Yes,
have been doing that anyway?
Yep, it has been. There's no reason for us to halt production or halt the showings in 1, 2, or 3 theaters right now. So it would only be minor changes that we would need to make. So we are able to keep running the 3-screen movie theater.
New carpet or something.
Knock on wood.
Oh, geez, yeah, please. And then, so all of the seats were replaced not long ago, I understand.
I don't recall when they did that,
maybe-
but I do know when they originally rebuilt, they purchased used seats, and they have since replaced them with new seats.
Okay, that must be what I
And I don't
saw.
recall when that was done.
Okay. Well, of course, they have to have cup holders now.
Yes.
That's like critical. Yeah.
Yes.
So are you going to have like vibrating chairs and recliners and all that kind of stuff like the Oklahoma City theaters have? Or?
We have not discussed getting new chairs yet.
I can't imagine what that kind of investment would take. But
Yeah.
and of course, you're going to keep the price of tickets
Yes.
down. Or you were saying that for what one ticket in Oklahoma City costs, you can have a whole evening?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. You can buy 2 tickets in your concession prices for the price of 1 ticket alone at Oklahoma City Theater.
So is there no really earth-shattering stuff? I mean, the closest thing to earth-shattering will be we're updating the website. That's right.
The movie theater officially reopened in 2005, late 2005, and only to update the movies have they changed it since.
Oh my.
So I and my husband are going to completely redo the website, and I hope that is up and running by the time this airs.
So I got to ask Zach, are you the actual guy doing the website, or are you? Oh no.
No,
Okay.
she's way more.
So it's up to you. Yes, you're the techie. Yeah.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah, I get that. So to find out what movies are playing, where do people find that out?
That will be on 89ertheater.com and then also on our Facebook and our new Instagram.
Very, very cool. And of course, they're on the All About Network every week. I think it's on Thursday. We publish when all the movies are coming out. And I think it's kind of funny. We get comments all the time when we post the movies that are coming, especially from Enid, that it doesn't seem fair that a small town like Kingfisher has a theater and Enid doesn't. But, it's how the community works.
Yes.
Yeah. Nobody can make a decision in a big city. So.
Yes, and we are very blessed to have a small community that supports us.
Awesome. Well, Jaren, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. And make sure you head over to 89ertheater.com.
Yes.
Right? Okay. See what's coming on. I think when we recorded this, the Tom Cruise movie is hot right now.
Yes.
But I'm sure there'll be something hotter coming soon. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stay tuned.